Hey guys, so want to give you a quick lesson today on the power of listening and what we could possibly learn from a 6-year-old. The question I'm going to open up with is, what is half of 2 plus 2? That's it, simple, just what's half of 2 plus 2? So we're at a birthday party and there's this little 6-year-old girl and she's running around all over the place, up and down, super hyper, super energetic, and I pose this riddle to her and I say, you know what, if you can sit down and I'll ask you this question, and if you get it wrong, you have to stay seating, and if you get it right, you can continue to run around the whole entire place. She says, deal. So she sits down and I said, what's a half of 2 plus 2? And mind you, I've asked this question to a bunch of adults just to see their reaction when I tell them that the answer is not 2. They look at me like I'm crazy when I tell them that a half of 2 plus 2 is not 2. So of course I thought the 6-year-old girl would get the answer wrong and say 2. And to my astonishment, it took her less than 30 seconds to figure out the right answer. And when she told me her answer was 3, which is the correct answer, I was blown away. So of course I asked her, how did you get to the answer of 3? And she goes, it's simple. I took half of 2, which is 1, and I added it to 2, which is 3. Bullseye is how she explained it. Bullseye. So what's the lesson learned here? Really, when we're asked a question, do we start to assume that we know the question already before we gain clarity on what the question actually is? Do we look at people weird when they ask us a question that we think is too simple? Do we defend our stance and say, no, the answer is 2. I know it's 2. Half of 2 plus 2 is 4. Divided by 2 is 2. There's no possible way it could be 3. Or do we tend to overcomplicate the question and therefore come out with an answer without really breaking it down at first? So this 6-year-old taught us that if we just take our time and focus on the task at hand and not overcomplicate things, we can get the answer. It was amazing, pretty astonishing actually. So inspired today that I had to share with you that story. Happened today, happened just a few minutes ago, and I thought, wow, what better way to share with my audience how a 6-year-old can help us on this journey of life. You see, we're all students, we're all teachers. Regardless of age, regardless of experience, we all have something to learn from one another. Thanks.